What is going on, YouTube? Teo here with
What
the
up? What
Bat
up?
Take
What up?
guys. I got my boy Soc with me, little Jaden in the cut. Today we're gonna just be talking about five must-have guys on our 2025 fantasy teams. Uh, I'm gonna let you start it off, Soc. You can give me one, and then we can go pitch back and
Well,
forth.
I'm gonna just start by saying this. I think we've been doing fantasy. I think this will be year 13. I already won 4 times. I'm the defending champ. So
Yeah.
basically, with that being said, I kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to fantasy.
Yep.
My number one guy, I think that everybody should go for, has to be BTJ, Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
Uh, Hopefully,
Respectable.
Trevor Lawrence can stay healthy, and being that they got a new head coach who had, you know, Baker Mayfield balling, that
Mm-hmm.
whole offense, all the receivers there with the Bucks last year thrived. I think BTJ is gonna have a really big season, especially if you play PPR. I think he will literally be a league winner.
Uh, yeah, man, I couldn't agree more with you. Brian Thomas Jr. is a elite level wide receiver going into his second year with the Jaguars offense. I feel like he could definitely have a breakout year. Um,
Yes, sir.
my I'm gonna start it off with just by saying wide receivers in their second year break out at a 35% clip. So that being said, I have Xavier Worthy as like a guy you should definitely be having on your radar. I'm gonna try to draft him across all leagues. Xavier, he's probably poised to have a breakout season. He had eight
Stud. He's a
catches.
stud.
Yeah, 8 catches in the Super Bowl. He had a buck 57 with two tutties.
Who thought he's yeah?
I think he easily carries that over to next season and definitely has a pretty good season, especially with Pat Mahomes throwing him the ball and
Of
obviously
course.
Kelsey on the decline.
Yeah. My number two player, again, another wide receiver in his year two.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go with Malik Neighbors. His BTJ's, running mate at LSU.
Yep.
He, the amount of time that he touches the ball, and he's a big playmaker. Like he could literally take a slant to the crib.
Mm-hmm.
He'll run a freaking curl route. He break a tackle and take it to the crib. You saw him explode last year, and I think this year he's gonna have an even better season. And BTJ and Malik Neighbors might be the next Jay Jetta and Jamar Chase, man. Those four
Very
compared, and they're looking like,
Yeah, it's very possible. Very possible. Malik Neighbors coming off he had 100 and change catches.
yeah.
He didn't really have a good quarterback throwing him the ball. Obviously, he gets Russell Wilson. He has
Even if
Jackson
he
Dart.
gets Jameis Winston,
Even Jameis Winston,
Jackson
yeah, because
Dart,
he's gonna throw the
he
ball.
gonna get the rock. And
Yeah, he's
Brian
gonna get the
Dable
rock.
seems to. What I like about him is that he gets his best players the ball, and Malik Neighbors is gonna touch the ball, whether it's a 5 yard route or a 50 yard bomb.
Uh, you see right there, my number two guy must draft is Bo Nix. Bo Nix.
My guy,
Yeah, you're a Broncos fan.
big Broncos fan. You know the
Bo
vibes.
Nix, he's his ADP is 74. I think he absolutely obliterates that this year. He has a high ceiling because of his running abilities. Obviously, second year in the offense with Sean Payton. I think
Yeah.
that opens up the playbook for him, and he makes more passes down the field, and like I said, has that upside running the ball, and I think he takes that next leap as far as passing this year. So
Don't forget, guys, he's gonna play with Troy Franklin, which again he
Troy
played with
Franklin,
at
they
Oregon.
have that
We
connection.
got
Yep.
a receiver, Pat Bryan. That guy is a sleeper. He
Yeah.
does get his chance.
Is he on your list today? Maybe, maybe not.
He's not on my list today
Okay.
because I wouldn't say he's a must-have, but that
Yeah,
guy is
yeah.
gonna be a stud.
Respectable.
Uh, my number three is my favorite receiver in the whole draft, being that I'm a Buckeye Ohio State fan, is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep.
Last year, he kind of not really underperformed, but he just wasn't getting the way they were scheming him open or trying to get him the ball. I didn't really like.
Hmm.
They were focused too much on trying to get Trey McBride the ball.
Yeah.
But when you have a guy like Marvin Harrison, I believe he put on more weight this year, a lot more muscle. He's a fast, big receiver who can get the job done, man. They
Yeah.
need to get him involved, and I think they will get him involved. And I think he's gonna have a really, really big season.
Yeah, that's the key. You said the key word. They have to get him involved. Last year, I feel like they weren't involving him in the offense as much as they could have and should have.
Right.
And I think this year, second year in the league, he should definitely see a increase in targets and
Yep.
production as well. Um, that being said, I'm gonna throw out a rookie that I feel like you should be targeting your draft, and that's Matthew Golden. I know a lot of people don't like Matthew Golden. I'm really high on him this year. Last year with Texas, everybody thought Isaiah Bond was gonna be that guy. and then week out and week out and week in, Matt Golden turned out to be that guy for them. So I think
Listen,
he
Matt Golden is a stud.
yeah
My only concern with him is that the Packers have like 1,000 receivers,
yeah. But
and
listen,
it's literally every week, week
yeah
in and week out. You don't know who's gonna get the ball. You'll have Dobbs who'll get 3 touchdowns.
yeah.
So I don't know,
One
but
thing one thing
he
about
is a
that,
stud.
they don't have a solidified number one. I think if they waste a first round pick, not waste, if they invest a first round pick in a guy like
Yeah,
him for the first time since 20, what was it, 2002, I think it was.
I don't remember, but it's been
Uh,
a long time.
yeah, I definitely think that the Packers got their guy, and I
Yeah,
think he has a good season. Really do.
yeah. My number four is another Oregon guy who's a stud, Bucky Irvin. Man, that guy. I versed him last year in the chip, and that guy is just a stud, man. He doesn't go down. He scores a lot of touchdowns.
Yep.
He breaks a lot of tackles, and he is just a bona fide stud.
Yeah.
Catch the ball. He's a three down back who can do it all. I think if you're in the second round, maybe even late first, you cannot go wrong drafting Bucky Irvin.
No, 100%. And that Bucks offense with Baker, I feel like they're established. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna pass the ball. They're gonna have that play action going.
Yeah.
Bucky's definitely a guy I'll be looking to get on my team as well.
Yeah.
Um, I I have two guys left. I want to say the one guy for last, just because I feel like it's a hot take and not everybody's gonna be on the same page as me. But my number four guy, I'm gonna say Roma Dunze. Roma Dunze is
Oh,
Rome is poised to break out as well. I feel like I said, 35% of the times wide receiver break out in year two. I think he has the potential to break out, especially with Caleb Williams at quarterback. They both have a year experience under their belt. They're gonna start clicking this year. In my opinion, I feel like they could definitely make something happen. So
Roma's a stud.
I'm gonna go with Roma Dunze right there.
For my last player, this is a rookie only because of how high he was drafted. Every running back that I can remember in the last, I don't know, maybe 15 years that gets drafted in the top five, top 10 usually goes crazy in fantasy. So I'm gonna go with Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
The Raiders got some good pickups nowadays. They have Brock Bauer. They got Geno Smith now, who's gonna open up the pass game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of play action. I think Ashton Genty is gonna, you know, I don't like it because I'm a Broncos fan and he's gonna be in my division, but he should score a lot of touchdowns, and he will. If you give him any room, he'll break it and score. So
And listen, we're talking about Pete Carroll here. They're gonna run the
yeah,
ball. They're gonna run the ball
exactly.
100%.
Well,
He's
unless you're at the goal line in the Super Bowl, then they probably won't run the ball.
yeah. All right, man. That being said, I'm gonna give my last guy, and then just wrap up this quick little segment. Hot take. I like Stephon Diggs this year. I actually love Stephon Diggs.
Oh, Diggs.
I know he's 31 years old, but if you look at Stephon Diggs, just 2 years ago, he's a top 10 pick in fantasy. He's with the young gunslinger Drake May. I think he's gonna have a good season, and then he's gonna get the Bills twice this year. So I think
Yeah.
he has a little bad blood in his mouth, and I think he definitely has a bounce back year, and we should see Stephon Diggs this year.
I think you can't go wrong there, man. He should be a stud.
Uh,
And let's just see what happens.
But that's it, guys, for today. Just want to give you
Quick
guys a
little
little
short
must have,
segment.
yeah,
Yeah,
must have fantasy draft picks or players to keep an eye on. Thank you, Sock, for joining me today.
of course, man.
Make sure you guys hit that sub button, the like button. If you want more content, hit that comment button and
Let's go.
leave a
Let's
comment. I
go.
appreciate you guys. Peace.